if you have debt, it's going to get more pricey. To Geltrude and company director and college professor Daniel Geltrude on who feels that more than students who are saddled with lots of that debt, right?
Yeah, it's a staggering number of what we see right now, Neil, because from 2009 until now, we had gone from $675 billion to what you see there, $1.5 trillion in student loan debt. These numbers are tremendous, and you want to know what? You also have the Department of Education, which guarantees about 90% of that debt. So depending on where the market's going, and people are talking about us sliding into a recession, Neil, can you say bailout once again? I mean, this is serious stuff.
You know, do you see that happening? I mean, you're talking about 1.5 trillion or thereabouts, and the number could grow exponentially here. That's a pricey bailout. And then you have to start wondering, do we stop at students, right?
Well, how about this one, Neil? It's not just the students. The problem is that you have parents that are taking out debt for their children, right? Because they want to see their kids go to the best or the finest universities that they possibly can. But here's some numbers that'll really set you back. People 62 years and older have $62 billion of collective debt. Between 50 and 61, $213 billion worth of debt. Neil, this is not a good sign because these people are not going to be able to afford their retirement. So what we have now is we have children living with parents longer and longer. We're going to have a little bit of a karmic effect, and we're going to see parents living with children down the road with all this student debt that they're carrying for their kids.
This has been out there, though, for a while, right? What is making it more of an issue for markets that are getting so whipsawed right now? This is among many, I grant you. But what are the markets telling us these days?
Well, I think the markets are signaling that there's a lot of uncertainty going forward, and that uncertainty doesn't play well, Neil, for what we're seeing with the growing of this debt. And the reason I think that we're having so much growth in student debt since 2009 is because people got hurt in the market. They played it wrong. They possibly pulled out early. The bottom line is they didn't recover. Those 529 plans were depleted. They weren't able to recover enough to be able to put some money into their children's education. And now we're seeing the impact of that, Neil, and it's serious.
All right. We'll watch closely. Daniel, thank you very, very much, my friend.
Thank you, Neil.
All right.